Hello everyone, Michael O'Brien here, and today I wanted to talk about something that I learned in one of Eugene Burger's final lectures. Hello my friends, and welcome back to another episode of Advice for Magicians, where the goal is to help you to take your magic to the next level. Now in today's video, I wanted to discuss something with all of you that really stuck with me in my heart. Still to this day, I think about every time I go out and perform, and that is something that Eugene Burger actually lectured on in one of his final lectures at the Magic Castle, unfortunately before his passing, right? So this video is a little tribute to Eugene Burger and something that I think resonated with me and I wanted to share with all of you. Now before we talk about that, just a couple of announcements. If you have not already done so, make sure to click the subscribe button and don't forget to ring the bell. That way you know every time I upload a new video. If you'd like to support the channel for just $1 a month, be sure to click the join button and become a Mob Squad member. Members will get access to a bunch of cool stuff, including tutorials, early access to videos, emojis, badges, and even discounts in the O'Brien Magic Shop, right? So I wanted to shout out just a couple of our newest members. I am probably going to butcher your name. I am so sorry. But ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to Hablo Fluido, Best and Local, and Paladin 4215. Thank you guys so much for becoming members. It really means a lot. Hopefully I didn't butcher your names too much. It's because of you, it's because of all my subscribers and all of the people that watch these videos that I'm able to keep this channel going. So it really means a lot. Thank you for all the love and support. So now let's talk about the contents of this video, right? Oof, it's getting hot, or I'm getting teary-eyed thinking about Eugene. So let's go ahead and discuss. One thing that he talked about was anytime he does something, he always does it with care and deliberate action, right? So how to show care for your props, right? Instead of doing this, like, right? So I'm going to show you guys something with a deck of cards, right? So we got a card trick here, and go ahead and take out a card, right? He talks about, you know, just being very gentle and caring for your props, right? And this is something that stuck with me, and when I see magicians not doing it, it sort of bothers me. I don't want to be nitpicky, but it's just it's one of those things now that it really does make a difference how you treat your props, right? So here is how Eugene Burger would treat his props, right? So he takes out the deck of cards first and foremost and just very gently sets them down on the table. He goes on to discuss whatever it is he wants to talk about, and then when it comes time to actually handle the cards are removed from the box, set down, the tuck box is closed, set down, and now we're ready to go, right? And the cards are held gently in the hand, right? He's not gripping the absolute crap out of the cards. The cards are just very gently held in the hand, and as he discusses, and then the cards are spread out and the spectator can choose a card or whatever, and then you launch into your routines, right? So the idea is to treat the cards as something special. If you treat the cards as something special, and you don't have to say that they're special. I'm not saying you have to come up with some story. Oh, these are my grandfather's cards before he died. None of that stuff. Just, you know, this is my livelihood right here. This is the reason that you guys are spending $800 to have me here talking to you tonight, is because of these 52 pieces of paper, right? And when you treat them with respect and with care, the audience is going to treat them with respect and care, and they're going to take them more seriously, right? So that is something that always stuck with me. If you take out the card case and you throw the box and you're just like super rough with the cards and, you know, like doing all of these and they go, oh, that was kind of gross, but whatever, right? And here, can you shuffle the cards? And then you give them to a spectator, and then they're just like, and you're just like, oh, you're bending my cards. And it's like, you didn't establish that they were something to care for, right? So you take the deck, you take it out of the box, you hand it to the spectator, right? They take it and you just gently take your hand away. And now they're holding these cards like a baby bird in their hand. And they're going to care for the cards, just like how you showed care for the cards, right? And I'm not saying this because I want you to necessarily keep your cards in nice condition, and like if your cards are in bad condition, that's bad show or anything like that. It's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that the more care you show for your props, the more seriously your audience is going to take all of this stuff, right? And it doesn't have to necessarily be a deck of cards. It could be anything. I mean, it could be a coin purse, and you take the coins out. If you open up your coin purse and you just toss it on the table and you say, "Do you guys know what's in there? Coins," and you dump all the coins out all over the table, right? No one's going to take them seriously necessarily, or at least not necessarily not take them seriously, but they're not going to be seen with the same level of respect. These aren't just quarters that I got for laundry day, right? These are Walking Liberty $50 coins. I have them in this nice purse, and I open them up and I take the coins out one by one and I set them down on the table, right? And I take the purse, I put the purse away, and now let me go ahead and show you something with 1, 2, 3 coins, right? And just that alone, it really makes it feel like these coins are something special. The amount of deliberate attention to detail and everything that you show when you're doing your magic. And these are the things that are going to separate the pros from the amateurs, right? Like little things, like you can tell, like when someone even just going to spread the cards and you're just like, right here, go ahead and pick a card, and like it looks like this, right? Versus, do me a favor, go ahead and take out any card that you like, right? And I'm not talking about the length of the spread or anything. I'm just talking about like the slow and deliberate action, the care that you show, right? The card is lost into the middle of the deck, right? So I hope this makes sense. I know to some people you're probably rolling your eyes and thinking like, it doesn't matter if people don't care about it. Maybe not every audience is going to care. Maybe if you're at a bar and you're doing magic, right, maybe that's not the place for it. Maybe your character is one that is kind of a little bit manic, and you're just like, oh, okay, here, do me a favor, come over here, take a card, right? I don't want to see it. You just take out the card. Perfect. Show it all around to everyone. You put it back. Awesome. It's lost back in the middle of the deck, just like this, and blah, 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 blah. Maybe that's your character. That's totally fine, right? Not everyone is going to be classy. Yeah, go ahead and take out a card from the deck. Not everyone's going to be like that, right? But when the situation calls for it, if you really want to make something special and stand out, slow, deliberate action, right? Last bit from this lecture was his thread routine that he did, where I'm sure you guys have seen a version of this where you take a spool of thread, you break it into small little pieces, it's rolled into a ball, and then it's stretched back out and it's restored itself. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. He takes the little spool and sets it down on the table. Takes out a little candle, sets it down on the table. Takes out a match, watches the flame go. So it's a little flame, lights the candle, waves out the match, takes the thread, stretches it out, burns it, burns it, burns it. So rather than like breaking it into little pieces, he burns it into little pieces. So now he's holding a bunch of small little pieces of the thread, rolls it into the ball, and then stretches it out, right? So it's the presentation of it all. It's not just, all right, cool, so I got some thread here, right? All right, cool, check this out. Ta-da, it's restored, right? It's more, there's more drama being injected into it. And obviously watching Eugene Burger is really special anyway because of the storytelling element and everything. Even if you're not telling a story, like you don't have like this scripted out pattern or anything, just being like, okay, everyone, so I want to show you something here with just this little bit of thread, right? And here is, you can introduce the candle, or if you don't want to, introduce a pair of scissors, or if you do want to break it, that's totally fine too. But just being like, okay, so about this much. Okay, we'll set this aside. So now I have this thread, right? You can start to see what's happening here. As you can see, the thread is getting smaller and smaller as I break it into little pieces. And you're very slow and deliberate, and everything is held very gently at the fingertips. And you're not just manhandling this thread. You're not just like, okay, cool. And now it's a thread again, right? So the moral of the story is if you show care and deliberate, precise intention with all of your props, it's just going to look a lot cleaner. It's going to look a lot better. It's going to make your magic look a lot better. And your audience is going to care more about the props that you're using. A really good storytelling tool. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I am curious to know now, question of the day, what is your favorite routine, your favorite magical moment, or your favorite word of wisdom from Eugene Burger? Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already done so, make sure to click the subscribe button and don't forget to ring the bell. That way you'll know every time I upload a new video. If you'd like to check out some more magic, visit us at o'brienmagic.com and be sure to check out our online magic shop where you will find the latest and greatest magic books, downloads, and accessories.